Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
That's a bit offline in the rough. This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Headed for the bunker, I think. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here. Should be safely on deck. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. What's he need to watch out for here, Frank?
Those two front bunkers, Rich, the one that protects the left and the right. More often than not, you want to pitch the ball on the front of this green. They are the two to be concerned about.
These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot-making we're seeing out there today. Frank, how about that?
Well, can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead, straight in. Amazing shot, and really deserves it.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Settles in over the putt. -1 in the early going. Fowler attempting this for par. Still even par for the day. He has this attempt for par. Did the job right there. Here at the 231-yard par 3 second, Frank, pretty good hole.
It certainly is, Rich. The carry on the right side's a little shorter, but if you're going to take it down the left side, you've got to fly that ball at least another 20 yards.
Oh my goodness, Frank. I think that baby went in. Headed for the bunker? That one is in the bunker. Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time? Second shot, good look at the green.
Well, just a little too much, Rich.
I don't know if it was wind at his back, he didn't calculate it, but he's going to be left with a difficult chip shot here. This is a bogey attempt for Fowler. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Big Swede now with this for par.
Even par, currently.
Frank, this is where you want to step away from the controller for just a second.
Yeah, good. Mr. Good just met Mr. Bad.
Now to the par 4 third, picturesque and difficult hole, Frank.
It might be picturesque, but it's certainly not for the faint of heart. This is going to take your best swing.
Water all down the left side. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he swings, he doesn't have the water wings on.
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for. This has to go in the hazard.
Needs to get up or that ball is lost in the water. So this will be the third shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Sometimes you get breaks, and he got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked doomed for that.
What's it look like, Frank?
Judging by that lean, Rich, this has got to be going right.
Flagstick 125 yards away. Good looking shot right here. In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. On the way. Sinks it.
Unbelievable.
A good 20-footer here. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Birdie putt on the way for Henrik. Clean this up with a tap. So with that, the score is now at even par. 561-yard par 5 fourth. Frank a chance to make 4 and maybe even an eagle 3.
Yeah, that green's just raised a little bit, so if you had a good drive in there and you're going with a slightly shorter club, big advantage.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck. Second shot.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Good lie in the fairway and a good chance to make something happen here. Wouldn't call it a great approach shot, but it still ends up in the fringe.
A little bit of magic from here. It's hole's not over.
And setting up here in the rough. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
No, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Ricky Fowler, a Gen X superstar, ready with his approach shot. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that is a phenomenal roll, Frank.
From downtown.
Playing his third here at the par 5. Perfect. And in the hole. What a shot.
It's at sneaky distance.
This is a 16-footer. Oh, do that. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Holding steady now at 2 under par. Frank, what's the play here off the tee? Is it driver, or do you play it safe with an iron?
A lot of the times that's predicated by the wind, Rich. If you've got a trailing breeze, driver is very much in play. Otherwise, just poke a little iron down the right side. That's a ginormous tee shot. That's an absolute beauty. This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
You got away with one right there. Just missed that bunker.
Yeah, that looked like it was sand the whole way. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
He'll need to be strong with this. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Respectable shot right there. 20 feet or so from the hole. Frank, what about this approach shot here at the 5th?
One of the few holes where you get a short iron in your hand for that second shot, but that green slopes away at about a 45-degree angle to the right, which makes distance control paramount here at 5.
This, the second shot here at the par 4. It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Locked in on the read and the speed.
Oh, Rich, that was a huge putt. You don't expect to make them from that distance. Really. This is an awkward length.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Nice putt, and now back to level par. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. Frank, the par 5-6, this is the signature hole here at Bay Hill.
You've got to really pick a line here, Rich. There's a big pine tree down there on that line. 260 yards gets it to the fairway.
How important, Frank, is the line off of this tee? Because if you hit it well, but you hit it a little too far left, you're probably going to be wet.
You've got to know exactly how far you carry that driver. Otherwise, you've got no idea which line to take. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Frank, I hate to go negative, but let's clear a few things up. The penalties when you hit it in the water versus hitting it out of bounds.
Yeah, some people, that's a good question, Rich, because some people think they're almost the same, but when you hit it out of bounds, you're actually losing a stroke and a distance. For example, if I'm teeing off on a par 4 and I hit it out of bounds, I'm penalised a stroke for hitting it out of bounds, and I'm hitting my third shot off the tee. When I hit it into a water hazard, I don't have to lose all of that distance. I can drop the ball up just short of the water hazard. So the distance penalty isn't the same as if it was out of bounds.
So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop, this now the third shot. That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Going to try to put a little air under this one with a lob wedge. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut. Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Frank, how impressive has this round been considering the strong winds?
Oh, it's remarkable, Rich. You look at everybody else out there struggling. This has been a round to savour.
Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selection has been spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
Nice position, short grass, second shot.
Hazard?
Maybe wet. That ball is lost in the water. So the previous shot into the drink, this now the fourth shot. Frank, the tournament scoring record was set by Buddy Allen. That was way back in 1973. A whopping 23 under. That's like a video game score.
Yeah, they made sure that would never happen again. They lengthened the golf course. They firmed up the greens. They sped them up. They did everything to make sure that nobody, including you, ever shoots 23 under here again. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
About 18 feet away with a decent look. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. About 80 yards left, Frank. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Good scoring opportunity. Third shot here at the par 5. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole. It's no snack, though. Oh, another one goes in.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. So with that, the score is now at even par. Just a couple of feet. Good putt, and now 1 under par. So they'll tap in. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. Well, you're breathing a sigh of relief. Your round wasn't sunk at the par 5/6, and now you come to this par 3. It's just a little under 200 yards.
Yeah, aiming at the middle of the green's not a bad thing here, Rich. You can always putt to the corners and have a birdie chance.
You take 3 and walk off this hole to the 8th?
Well, you could get a little greedy. You know, a tee shot in the middle of this green is not too bad. You'll still have a birdie putt. This one's going left, Rich.
Not knocking down the flagstick here, but looks as though it will find the green. Not quite where he was aiming. That one far to the left, but still on the green. To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank. Frank, there's a real art to putting a good 72-hole score in the book, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. You can have a flash of brilliance, make 5 or 6 birdies. It can be offset by doubles and quadruple bogeys. And in the end, it's the end. What did you do? The plus and the minuses. And that's why all our biggest championships have, of recent, been stroke play.
Needs to get all of this from 190 yards. This is how the game is supposed to be played. This has been just outstanding. Beautiful to watch. Headed for the bunker? Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. Might be. Could be. Wow, I can't believe he found the cup on that one.
Clean up on aisle 5.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Getting set now over the putt. Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. Nice par to remain 3 under.
Even par currently.
Drops it, and he's at even par. Frank, how about the 8th par 4, one of the more intriguing setups?
Ideally, you want to just work your tee shot away from that bunker. But this is one fairway you must hit because it's one of the toughest second shots on the golf course.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, it's certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. That one ends up in the rough.
Oh, that went sideways.
So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Rich, do you think we should tell him this fairway out there?
Yeah, he's been in the rough all day long. He'll need to be strong with this.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Not in the fairway, but not too bad. Just in that first cut.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
About 120 yards to the hole.
Well, from in trouble, Rich, at least he's back in play.
On the fairway from the rough. That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. He is capable of going on some torrid runs. This would be a birdie for Fowler. Par bid here. Still playing even for the day after the par. Clean this up with a tap. That takes him to 1 under on the day. Has it, and he's 2 under par. Final hole now of the front side. It's a 474-yard par 4. And Frank, you've played it before. What works best here?
Well, ideally a nice little draw off the tee, but the hole's quite weird because the tee shot shapes to the left and yet the green goes the other way.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Well, this is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Headed for the bunker, I think. Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Well, this is the kind of strong wind that will really test a player. Slight miss, and he'll have to deal with some of the heavy grass. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Oh, what an incredible shot. Let's see what the dominant #1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That was a solid strike and a good result.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Ricky over the putt for par. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That's a par. And that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. And he makes it for a bogey here. So just a formality here. This to drop one shot for Henrik. Beautiful day here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida. The great weather. Frank, how do you get off to a great start here on